JP, it's been a while.
It has, Dan. How are you?
Yeah, good. I see you've got a new face, and are you doing any pins? What's your networking like
Pin
now?
meetings I've stopped doing. I got very busy with work commitments, and I got approached by Leeds PPN, the Progressive Property Network. So I do that now, obviously after COVID and everything. But yes, a new face, Liam Smiths, has joined JP Mortgage as a mortgage advisor, and he'll be talking about what he's doing shortly and what we can offer as a company to our clients. On top of that, you've been busy, Dan, yourself?
Yeah, steady away. Coronavirus obviously is affecting everybody. How is it affecting this market at the moment with a new lockdown coming also, which is very relevant? What's happening in the mortgage world?
In the mortgage world, it's crazy slow. Lots going on. All lenders and underwriters now working from home in the dining rooms. Same with solicitors. But it's been a bit of a mad time. I've been investing in property in about 30 years now, doing all sorts, and 2020 has been crazy. And the main reason for that is obviously the tax changes with landlords. So since 2017, the tax changes came in for landlords, and now they're being hit by these taxes. So at the minute, a lot of landlords are selling off their portfolio. So a great time to buy if you want to buy some property and you want to get into property. Property's still cheap. It's great value for money. We are in a bit of a weird market, but there are lots of landlords out there now selling their properties. So what's happening in general? The pandemic. Yes, it came along and it shocked us all, and it's still here to stay. It's not gone away, which is quite scary. But the pandemic came along, slowed the market down, but the housing market has kept going like a train that won't stop. It's kept going. But unfortunately, it is a bit of false economy, because come next year, in 2021, you've got the stamp duty, which the government introduced for home movers, and also first-time buyers up to £500,000. And then there's got Boris Johnson talking build. That's all well and good, but when the can of Red Bull dies off and come next year, that's when the problems will start. We've now got furlough finished with. There's going to be loads of job losses, restaurants, pubs, and we've got an economy which is really slow. And now today is November the 4th today. Yeah, so it all starts tomorrow, and this will be my last podcast until next year. So I'm covering everything this evening. So yeah, a lot going on, but a great time to buy for people wanting to get into the market. But lots and lots of changes. So what's going to happen? We've got all these people out of work. We've got a slow economy, and the housing market is going to take a big hit. We've had all these bounce back loans, cheap money. Everyone's jumped on the wagon. It's going to be my grandkids that pay all this money back going forward. So lots and lots going on. Furlough ending, easy money available, but there's still mortgage payment holidays available, but everyone's a bit concerned. Rates are still low. But as I say, there is going to be a drop in property prices in general next year. Now, on top of that, we've also got all these massive businesses that got everyone working from home and spending £50,000-60,000 a year in leases, in buildings. Them buildings are now going to be in the auction for sale, because they're now recognising their laptop at home, they can do the work. So lots and lots of stuff. If you want to get into commercial, get into now. Property's never been better, but we are in a very slow economy with phenomenal debt. On top of that, we haven't got Brexit sorted out. We haven't got our trade policy sorted out to trade with Europe. So there's lots and lots going on. But again, there will be a crash of property in 2021. The statistics are saying anywhere between 10 and 16%. It could be more. We don't know. What else is happening? 85% of companies now have all the staff working at home. They're all working from home. Lots of them are at home. They all get the laptops. So lots and lots going on. My main role, we are working through the shutdown here at JP Mortgages, social distancing, and we're here every day 9 till 5. So I'm still doing the same stuff: buy to let, limited company, portfolio landlords, people with credit histories, the whole thing. I do it all. It all comes to, so any issues that come on my way, 9 times out of 10 we can get them away and sort them out. We have a good panel of solicitors. So that's really it, to be fair. Still looking after our existing clients, and lots of mortgages coming through the door. You know, so what I'd like to do now is I'd like to pass over to Liam Smith to tell you watching this evening about what Liam's up to. Thanks for listening and see you again soon.
Hi guys, so as you already know, I've been briefly introduced. I'm Liam Smith. I'm the new mortgage advisor at JP Mortgages. I just wanted to take a few minutes to let you know a bit about what I'm going to be doing here in the company. So you'll know a bit more about what John does later on, but for me, if you are going to come and see me, what I would say is the most important thing is that you have got good, clean credit. Okay, so that is really, really important. So if you're not sure what your credit is, I would really recommend going onto the Experian website. If your credit says good or very good, then you know we're good to go. So that's definitely the first thing that you'd want to do before giving me a call. One of the first things I want to talk about is, are you a home mover? You know, how long has it been since you've moved home? It could have been 1 year, it could have been 10 years, could have been longer. But what I will tell you is it's always changing, and it's changing now more than ever. So us at JP Mortgages, we can take all the stress away from you. We do the lot. We can, you know, find the home for you. We can deal with the estate agents. We can deal with the solicitors for you. You know, come and see us. Just a phone call away and we're good to go. Are you a first-time buyer? Again, something that can be very, very stressful. Myself as a first-time buyer, I didn't know which way to turn, but again, that's the service that we provide as mortgage brokers. Come to see us. We can deal with it, we can sort it out. We know where to go to get 10% deposits at the minute. There's not many of them on the market, but we are independent, whole of market mortgage brokers, mean we've got access to every lender, you know, in the country really. So we're always going to be able to get the best deal, the best interest rates and the most suitable mortgage for yourselves. You might want to remortgage as well. So are you looking to do any home improvements? Are you looking at any debt consolidation, raising capital? You might want to help use some of the capital in your house to help your family, your daughters, your sons to get a deposit for their own home. You know, as long as there is money, some equity in your house, we can do that for you. We can sort out free legal fees. We can sort out free valuations, the lot. As I said, you know, we're independent. We know where to go and we can get you the best deals. You might be renting a council house at the moment, you know, and you might want the right to buy that council house. If you're up to date with your rent payments, get in touch with the council. They'll send out a valuer. You know, your house might be worth 110 grand, but you might only need to pay 70 grand for it. You know, you can't really lose. So again, give us a call. We can get the ball rolling. Help to buy as well. It's still there, probably not quite as much, but again, as I've mentioned a few times, we are independent, whole of market, so we know exactly where to go to get the help to buy, you know, to you if that's what you need. And one other thing as well that I did really want to mention was this stamp duty sale as well. At the minute, there is a big stamp duty sale and you can save a lot of money if you can get in before the 31st of March next year. So if it's something at the minute you're on, you know, you're 50-50 on, don't wait, get in touch, let's see what we can do, let's have that conversation because we could be saving you an awful lot of money with that stamp duty. As well as, you know, the mortgage itself, we know the best solicitors, we can sort all that out for you. As again, all the buildings, all the contents, all the sort of insurances and cover that you need to go with buying your house, we can sort it out, we can do the lot at JP Mortgages. So just in terms of my contact details, as I've said, my name Liam Smith, my telephone number as well. You can get me, you know, 7 days a week to be honest on my mobile number. If you need to know anything, come along and, you know, give me a call and I can help you out the best I can. But 07711 869 148. We are open in the office Monday to Friday, so you can ring the Leeds office on 01132 677 391 and the website as well. On there it explains even further all the different things we do. As I've already said, let's not wait really, let's get that stamp duty deadline beaten, give us a call and let's get the ball rolling. So that's it from me. But the bad news is you're going to have to listen to John again now, so I'm going to send him over and he's going to tell you a little bit more about what we do.
Well, that's very interesting speech, that, Liam. Thanks for that. Really appreciate that, and it will help people, especially first-time buyers, home movers, remortgages with good credit. You know what they can have. You know.
Yeah. So JP, I've just got a few questions for you.
Yeah, certainly.
Because there's a lot of questions from people that I've spoke to, and I'm sure you've spoke to. So with people who have been on furlough, who have taken bounce back loans or have CCJs, during this time, what can you do? Is it more difficult to get a mortgage?
Absolutely.
What's the
Great
situation?
question, by the way. Yeah, CCJs, we can help with, we tend to look at historical CCJs, which are 4-5 years old, so we can get the mortgages for that. Furlough, they've got to be back working and off furlough. So we'll talk about how long they've been on furlough, the company. So the lender wants to ask a few more questions about furlough, how long were you off for, is your job safe? So just general knowledge questions really, which we can sort out.
And what about the self-employed? Is it more difficult for them to get?
Not particularly, no. Self-employed, the difference is with self-employed, the lenders want to see their tax calculations and their overviews. They're not interested in their accounts or the tax returns. We have so many self-employed people that send us a tax assessment, which is no good to us. We want a tax calculation and a tax overview. And on that tax calculation, it says total income received in bold. And that's the figure that we use for mortgage borrowing. So if you're taking a dividend and you're a limited company, let's say your dividend's 30 grand, and your salary's 20 grand, that's 50 grand, and then you've got another 18 grand from rents from properties, so you've got 68 grand total income. That's the figure we use for self-employed. So it's tax calculation and overview, and we can go off the last year's accounts.
Yep. And another question that I think is very relevant is the first-time buyers. So what's the situation with the 90 and especially 95% mortgages?
Right.
What's the situation with that?
Another great question. Yeah, 95% mortgages, 1 or 2 about. Again, it's high-risk lending. They want to know everything. As Leah mentioned earlier, you've got a squeaky clean credit history. It's got to be good/excellent, no blips, full underwriting done. But yeah, they are there, and there are 90% mortgages. Again, good rates. You're talking 3.05%, fixed for 5 years, free valuation fee. So there's only 2 or 3 lenders doing it at the moment. But if you've got poor credit, i.e. fair credit, you're talking 80-85%. But 90% mortgages plus Liam's your man, good credit.
Good credit, that's fine, thank you. And what about specialist lending and limited companies?
Great, again, limited companies, a different criteria. They want to look at all your properties. Is it your first one? You know, you've got to get it vetted. They go out, they look at the house, everything's... So the whole underwriting is differently with specialised lending. Again, they want to see your accounts, what you're about, your portfolio. So again, a lot of boxes to tick, but loads of lenders are there. They are coming down 75%, maybe 80% thereabouts. But there's a few 85% coming back to the market. But at the minute, they are coming back slowly to get to the high loan to values.
Perfect. And if I was to apply now, with all the solicitors, with another new lockdown coming, all the solicitors are going to be working from home again. So how long would it take for me to get an offer to actually move into the house?
Great question again. I say to people now, if you found your property, don't go and do what everybody else does. Go and put an offer in and not check your finances out. Come and talk to us. Get your mortgage lined up first. Good clean credit. Pick the phone up, talk to Liam. He will tell you exactly what amount of money you can borrow. Then go and put your offer in. But if the house is a good clean house, it's going to value up. What I say, if you want to get this sorted quickly, go and pay all your solicitor fees first. Get all your searches done first. That is up to you. That is your decision, not ours. If that house falls through, you will lose that money. So, but if you want to hang fire, you'll be moving in February, I'm afraid.
So the firm you're using, the solicitor firm, are they well known?
Absolutely, a massive firm. Yeah, we have 2 or 3 firms with 150 staff. The big companies that have been around a long time, and they will look after you.
So they're quite capable of
absolutely 100%.
Being quick. Perfect. And what about new builds? Because if people are buying new builds now, is it a sensible thing to do? What is happening?
Okay, good question again. Boris Johnson, as you know, he went build, build, build. They're all building, they're going up very, very quickly. And at the moment, because everyone's so concerned about the housing market, we do know property is going to drop. So at the moment, we've got these new build houses going up. People are about to complete, and now they're holding off the completion. And you've got builders taking clients to court because they're waiting for the house to drop next year. So new build's great. There's some great incentives. There'll be even more next year, but they are going to drop, so the property will come down. But we have got an economy which is really, really slow. It's not moving. Your bars, your restaurants, your hairdressers, they're all closed. And in order to make an economy grow, you've got to get it going. So fingers crossed this virus gets sorted out, and then the UK can grow again and get their trading policy sorted out with Europe, and they can earn money again.
Perfect, thank you, JP. And another question, if I think I have something negative in my financial history, for example, and I don't think I can get a mortgage, what can you do for me?
Right, I would say if that was the case, get us a copy of your Experian credit file. Go online, it's about £14 a month. It will show you what the blip is. So if you've got recent bad credit, like CCJs, missed payments, late payments, the kind of lenders that will lend the money, you're talking between 75 and 85% loan to value. So you are going to need a 15/20% deposit. And we're talking maybe 2 years, 1 or 2 year old, blips. But let's say if you've got missed mortgage payments, like we've had a client recently who wanted to rehash her own house, but she, unfortunately due to a divorce, she was 8 months in arrears with her house, and I couldn't help her. You've got to get them arrears paid off first, and when you've paid your arrears off with your existing lender, they'll then look at doing something with that mortgage again only after another 12 months when you've proven you've paid the 12 months payments without any blips.
Perfect.
But in general, send us your credit file, we'll look at it and we'll tell you yes or no.
Perfect, thank you, JP. And lastly, what is the process? So from me to inquire into you, what are the steps?
Yeah, great question. Typical phone call, Liam will answer the phone, somebody will ring up and they'll ask us about, we'll ask them about their plans. It could be a first time buyer, it could be a home move, it could be a remortgage, it could be a limited company. And I'll say, tell me this plan, we've seen this house, it's 450 grand, we've got 150 grand deposit. Oh, okay, but it's near a riverbank, there's been some water problems there, so we have to check all that out. And at the end of the day, we work in a traffic light system. Red light, we can't help you. I'm sorry, from what you've told me, we can't get your mortgage, and these are the reasons why. Amber 50/50, send us your credit file over if there's a problem there, or you've had your overtime stopped, or your bonus has been stopped, etc. We'll have a look and we'll let you know. But mainly, we don't take work on no, we can't do it. We like to say yes. Yes, we can do it. Yes, we will do it. And yes, we'll contract your work. We don't take work on no, it's not going to go through. But it's very, very important that they tell us everything, the whole picture, and that way you know what's happening.
And just a last question from me. Going into next year, what do you think the lenders are going to doing from what you've seen in these few weeks? Can you give us a little speculation?
Yeah, great question.
If they're getting stricter or?
Yeah, the lenders will tighten their criteria. If the COVID situation carries on and we can't get the economy moving, you'll see the 85 and 90% disappear quite quickly, straight down to 80, 75%, when really they should be doing it to push the economy. But there's going to be lots of people in arrears, lots of people lost their jobs, you see, so that appetite might not be there.
Because there's speculation about the negative interest rates. What difference will that have?
Yeah, the rates could increase, obviously risk and reward, so the rates could go up, but as this UK is changing, as it is phenomenal, and COVID has changed the UK big time, and it's took a massive knock, not only in the UK but across the whole world. And we've noticed it, and everyone keeps going. But the UK will come down. There will be a reduction, and then it will start to go again. Now, as you know, every year we vote for a government to come in and run the country, and the country is phenomenally in debt. So I just hope that we don't lose our pound and become the euro. But if that happens, that could happen. Going forward, there's lots of lenders out there, they've all got appetites, they're all different, and if they don't perform, then they'll be swallowed up and bought out. And eventually, I can see the UK being very much like America. There'll be 3 top banks within the whole outfit, But we're here, we're working extremely hard, we've had a great year, and we've got, over 100 mortgages going through. So people aren't buying, it's a good time to buy. Get stuck in, don't hang about. If you've got money in your house, get it out, get something bought, because eventually they'll be too expensive. And at the minute, everything is expensive, but going forward, estate agents, they're still playing the same game. Give us your house, put it up at a fortune. 8 weeks later, no phone calls, we ain't sold his house. And then ring you back up again, we'll drop it down 50 grand. Eventually, someone comes to buy it, and then the man from the bank comes out to value your house, and it's only worth this. So the estate agents are still running around saying, we want you to complete next week or 3 weeks. It's not going to happen. Lenders working from home, underwriters, solicitors, It's all going slow. They haven't got the facilities like they have it at the workplace. So it is a slow process, and don't let anybody tell you it's a fast process. The only fast process is to get your legal fees paid first, if you're confident about the house valuation and no issues, and then you'll push forward. Our job is to produce you a mortgage offer.
Yeah, perfect. I think we've covered everything. Do you want to tell us how we get in contact with you?
Certainly,
And,
yeah.
and Liam.
Liam, yeah, obviously Leeds office 01132 677 391. Liam's mobile
07711 869 148.
My mobile 077 900 27038. And I'd like to just say, if in doubt, give me JP a shout, and have a great Christmas.